session. I think you'll all get a kick out of it.
No, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, how y'all been having a nice week?
Yeah. Week's been going pretty good. House smooth. Yeah.
How's that going?
We had like 8 trash piles. It's great.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Alright. What's that? Yeah, let me know if you guys see the...
Yes, I see it.
It's very good.
And then let me just put this area. Alright, cool. Alright, let's get started. I have no idea how long. We have a lot to get through, or at least things I want to kind of get through, so we're just gonna go.
Let's do it.
Alright, where we last left off, the gang has been through a lot, and it's been kind of rough. Coming across the black cabin, the gang ventured inside, some through the door, others through the windows. The gang explored Macreadus' workshop, finding tools and notes lying around. During this exploration, Balthazar got a hold of the Summer Star, a strange device that proceeded to down him and Sorrin. As the crew struggled to figure out what happened, Balthazar and Sorrin found themselves in the Border Ethereal, confronting Macreadus, now just a spectral being. Macreadus informed them that the gang could fix the Summer Star, he could find peace and allow Balthazar and Sorrin to return to their bodies. Essentially now ghost, Balthazar and Sorrin began interacting with the gang to get them to fix the device. Correth took the lead on repairs as Sorrin and Balthazar talked with Macreadus on what happened. Macreadus told them how he sought to end the Everlasting Rime through his device, but it was eventually abandoned by his friends and those who came to help him, including Sorrin's old master Silas and his compatriot Nass Lantomir. Eventually, the gang managed to fix the Summer Star. As they activated it, Sorrin learned where Silas stayed when he was at the Black Cabin, and saw a vision of Silas and Nass deciding to leave the Black Cabin and travel to the Island of Solstice to end the rime. Once the Summer Star was activated, Balthazar and Sorrin found themselves back in their bodies as the gang saw the sun emerge for the first time in ages. Even with the Summer Star inoperable, the gang enjoyed their time in the sun, up until a blizzard arrived 10 minutes later and Auril's minions showed up. For tampering against the Everlasting Rime, ice mephits and coldlight walkers emerged from the storm, ready to attack the gang. It was a rough fight, and during the chaos a walker downed Roxy, crushing her. With an ice mephit exploding right behind her, Roxy found herself at death's door, and, ultimately, passed away during the fight. As Correth realized during the kerfuffle that his Revivify scroll would not work on Roxy, as her body froze solid, similar to the cultists back in Caer-Dineval. In their anger, Correth and Balthazar finished off the remaining enemies, but even with the dread gone, the gang realized that they couldn't bring Roxy back, as Auril cursed her in death. Disheartened, the gang decided to spend the rest of the day in the cabin, as Balthazar, Sorrin, and Correth rested where they laid Roxy, as Vars got drunk and Nayala was left to watch over the cabin. During the night, Gunvald and the tribe of the bear came by, and having seen the sun emerge from the direction in the storm that came afterwards. They shared dinner as Gunvald told them of how the rime had broken him and his people, causing food shortages and how some of his own people left with hooded figures during the rime. In the morning, the gang returned back to Lonelywood, coming back to Roxy's childhood home as they ran into Gall and Ginter at the door. The gang quickly saw that Albion had gathered all the gang's allies right there at Roxy's childhood home to deal with the Zhentarium threat. What was supposed to be a happy reunion turned into a wake, as Mrs. Helder learned of her daughter's death. Now, the gang, Roxy-less, has to decide what to do next. And what of their enemies who want them dead? Find out now on The Sun Never Rises. So, as some context to what happens to all of you as when you came back, you all recuperated from the loss. Everybody there was trying to kind of figure out, how best to deal with the situation. But Albion essentially kind of pushed forward to put all of their plans on hold and kind of deal with the situation as is. You guys stored Roxy's body in the backyard in a shed, essentially, because you didn't really just want her frozen corpse just, laying on the dining room table. Her mom, from violent anger against Sorrin and Correth, quieted down, but has kind of locked herself in her room, upset and everything. Sorrin and Correth, as you two would probably expect, you are both banned from the house. And even with Mrs. Helder hold up, the rest of your friends seem maybe it's best of you two just kind of stay outside for now. Roxy's brother Robbie. Wait, sorry, were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say, fair enough.
Yeah.
Roxy's brother Robbie does come by at one point, trying to figure out what's happening. Does anybody explain exactly what happened at the Black Cabin?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so Balthazar will inform you all essentially, your allies and Robbie about what happened. Robbie, of course, is quite upset about what happened, especially to his sister, but he knows at least you guys weren't purposely trying to get Roxy killed and all that. So he knows it's not he doesn't see it as your fault exactly. And you're on more amicable terms with him. Yeah, you guys spend essentially the rest of that day kind of just getting things in order, getting food. All talk of plans and whatnot is kind of brushed aside. And of course, at the end, you all rest for the night. Wake up in the morning. It's another day in Lonelywood. Roxy kind of store that back. You've all been wandering about, or some of your friends have kind of come up and want to speak to you more privately. So we're gonna do some one-on-ones as you guys try to process, as your characters are processing this through your own way. Balthazar, you've essentially been chilling in the backyard, keeping an eye on Roxy's body out in the shed. As it's kind of morning, and you're just trying to. How has Balthazar been feeling through all this?
I think Balthazar is still feeling guilty. He feels responsible for all this. So
Right.
I think he's taking the brunt of he's trying to take the brunt of responsibilities in this transitionary period.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So as you're kind of grappling with all of this in your head, out in the backyard, Albion comes up to you with a piece of bread.
Yeah, I'll take it. Not the music I was expecting.
Best I could. It's just deal with it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, bro.
I'll take it, but
yeah.
Take it.
Are you ready to talk now? Outside of last night's explanation.
Yeah. I think we can chat.
First of all, he gives you a hug, pat on the back. You shouldn't be blaming yourself so much for this. It's going to eat you up.
It is eating me up, brother.
While the circumstances were unfortunate, it's really the best you could do given you did what you thought was right, I think, during all of this. I mean, how else do you kind of deal with the situation you're put in?
Yeah, I maybe I wasn't thinking clearly. Maybe I don't know.
As he's trying to kind of figure out the best way to really approach you on this, you see his eyes kind of light up and he's like, Oh, that reminds me, that boy in Caer-Dineval, Alisar, I gave him the notes, the axe, and the money. He was,
my eyes light up and I was like, how was he? How was he?
he was doing good. From what you were saying, you know, like, he seems to be a good stable boy. The Speaker Kranich seems to like him too. He was happy to hear from you. And he wanted me to tell you, though, that, you know, he's still very much looks up to you, and he's going to learn how to use that axe properly, so he could become a powerful warrior like you. He does admire you. From what I heard from Kranich, you guys did a good thing back there. And you know, you helped this boy out when he was put in a very bad situation too.
Tried my best.
Yeah.
I hope I can see him again sometime soon.
I hope so too. But you know, Balthazar, he's not the only one who looks up to you. Even your little brother kind of feel the same way as he kind of taps you on the shoulder.
I wrap my arm around him. Give him a little nuggie.
You've always had this way, Balthazar, of, you know, things always seem rough for you, I guess. And I know growing up it was kind of like that, especially what happened after going to magic school and all that. But, you know, you push through, I mean, look at you as he kind of just gestures towards you, like, you're probably the strongest one here out of all of us. And now you can cast magic. You can cast magic too.
Yeah, I do a little chill touch. It's like, yeah, look at that. Isn't that neat? It's like so much smaller than I think that he can do, but it's like,
yeah. Yeah. You would know, Albion, having studied to be a mage and all that, has like,
yeah, it's like so much smaller than him, but like, it's like just the little, or like I do minor illusion. I just like minor illusions and some things. It's like, it's just a small thing that I can do, but I think Balthazar is very happy to do it. Very proud of himself.
Well, there you go. See, I know things are rough right now, Balthazar, especially what happened to Roxy, but, you know, I think you can get through this. I'm positive of it. And some other news too. You know, I may not be the only one who'll be thinking that soon. I finally did receive word from Dad. He actually seems inclined to come to Icewind Dale, both in terms of his consulting work for the Arcane Brotherhood, dealing with the whole snafu that came up here, but I also was telling him about your new abilities as well too. And I think when he's here, you may be able to actually impress him.
I get very scared. Oh, Dad's coming here?
Yes, I don't know when exactly. He's a long way to go through the Swords Coast, but Melissa isn't as if trying to kind of calm you. But listen, I think this could be a good thing. We can all sit down and work through everything. You know, I think the fact that you'll be able to do this and whatever good work you do in Icewind Dale, especially when you deal with the Zhentarium and all these other enemies you have too, like, how could he not be impressed?
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah. But yeah. I think my stars, you were up here. I was glad to receive that note from Duvessa about when she ran into you at the library. Funny how these things work out.
Yeah. Funny meeting you here, huh, Albion?
Sure. Roll me an insight check, actually, about the Zars. He's kind of talking about this.
Sure thing. Do. Bad.
Well, he's also... Actually, I think his wisdom is better. Let me check. Yeah. Actually, no, wait. His charisma
Did
is...
you roll below me somehow?
No, you both matched.
Nice.
You two aren't the most charismatic people, so... you get the sense that, while he does appreciate you, Balthazar, and he's very much like, his whole talk with you right now is just trying to cheer you up, like, he didn't really know Roxy outside of the 2 times he met her, and he was already kind of suspicious of her given the whole Zhentarium lineage rumors spreading around her, but he's doing his best to really try and cheer you up, and it seems like he also has some of his hopes pinned on you as well too, though. For a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But with a 5, that's all you're really gonna get.
Yeah.
But as this kind of wraps up, alright, I won't push you and your friends to, sit down and start. I have some plans, I think, to deal with these Zhentarium, but I'm not gonna rush you guys just yet. So when you're ready to kind of go through with all of it, we can begin.
I'm ready. I think when you are, we got to keep going forward. I think that's what Roxy would have wanted.
All right, well, that sounds good. And with that, he heads back inside, and you getting up.
I'm gonna stay around here at least.
All right, you're gonna chill in the backyard.
Yeah.
All right. MG and Mercer, are you here?
I am here.
Alright. MGN, Nayala, in the morning, you were invited to go take a walk with Flynn Trollbane, the person who hired you originally to deal with Caltro, and Olivessa, the woman who was running for speaker back in Goodmead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the 3 of you are taking a walk right now, out on the streets of Lonelywood. Flynn kind of, goes up to you. So, right, I gotta learn better to do. So, how are you feeling, Nayala?
I'm here,
Well, Olivessa kind of pops up. Well, we just wanted to make sure, you were doing alright. Especially with the whole Roxy situation.
I do appreciate it. No, I'm okay. Warriors lose battles sometimes. That happens.
Flynn kind of pipes up. Yes, that is right. So I must say, we're here to commend warriors, speak of warriors. I must commend that Roxy. She had what I would say guts. She took on that blasted Caltro one-on-one. I don't even know if I could do something like that. And Olivessa pipes up. Oh yes, even the times I saw her, she reminded me a bit of her sister Rupi. And I've told her mom and her brother, and I will tell you now too, that I plan on informing her sister back in Goodmead about what has happened. Seems only fair.
Yeah, she should know.
As you guys continue your walk, people are kind of out and about. Lynn kind of pipes up. And let me tell you something, Nayala. Personally, given your crew and who it's made up of, I do feel like you're the one who's probably able to best kind of pull people together as they kind of struggle through this. As you think back to Nayala when you were back at the cabin and everybody else was either sad or super depressed or getting drunk, and you were the only one really kind of keeping watch.
I mean, I'll be there as best I can be.
Well, there you go. As Lynn kind of, pats you on the back. Truly, you truly are one of the descendants of the Goliath tribes of Icewind Dale. Those people know how to withstand the brutal life that this place brings, especially during the rime. As you guys are kind of walking, Olivessa does her eyes kind of light up. Actually, this is a good point, Nayala. Wouldn't you just return back to, this whole being wanted or spy shit is kind of a lot. From what I've heard, they're not specifically after you. Didn't you just return back to your tribe, one of the tribe you came from back in the east?
I could. There's something about, seeing the same people every day your entire life. And you hear stories from the outside every once in a while that I just wanted to experience it for myself. So while, yes, I could go home and live my life happily, I'd like to see what more the world has to offer.
As you finish that statement, Lynn kind of, arm on your shoulder, cheers to that. It's like you weren't the only member of your party that had guts. And she kind of gives you a smile. It's glad to hear it. There's a lot to see of this world, Nayala. Hopefully you'll be able to see some of the good stuff once you get through this snafu, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's an honor to be helping what we can throughout the 10 towns, so... Whether it is backfired on us at the moment or not is besides the point.
Lynn kind of just looks to you. I'll tell you right now, Nayala. You've done a lot more good than bad. Your enemies are just creating a bad situation for you. As Olivas even kind of pipes up. Even whatever happened with Goodmeat in the election, I was at least glad you guys were there to, kill that kill those Verbeek thieves and stop a kill or two. So, I think you've done quite a bit of good.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Alright. Anything else you want to talk to him about now?
Not specifically.
Alright. And with that, you guys will continue your walk and then eventually circle around the town back to the house.
Okay.
Kahuna.
Indeed. Hi.
Alright, good, you are here.
Mm-hmm.
Vars, it's been a bit rough since yesterday. You're currently chilling on the couch. You own this couch now, kind of, essentially.
Hell yeah.
Bottles of this substance called vodka here that's you have a few bottles as Garn the Hammer has essentially kind of been attending to you the whole time.
What a good lad.
Yeah. But as you wake up this day, slightly hungover, Garn, as he's kind of cleaning things up, he kind of looks to you. Crown Prince,
Yeah, what is it?
I know you are in a moment of grief right now, but I was personally wondering, when you'll be making your moves against Zardrock.
I don't know. Hopefully soon. I can't really think about that right now.
I guess that's reasonable, Crown Prince, but I mean, given what I've been told by the half-elf Albion, I would bet money that Zardrock is working in tandem with the Zhentarium. So, by dealing with this problem, will help deal with that problem too.
I believe that. I can never trust him to be in anything good, so it makes sense that he would be party to this.
Mm-hmm. But yes, so that's why I was just kind of wondering, though, when you would put forth your plan of action. I mean, from what it seems like, your compatriot, though, dying, seem to not be related to much of that, but surely, though, you could avenge her by whatever you have stored in, whatever you have thought up to, deal with all of this.
Oh, don't worry. When we find the people responsible for the rhyme, as well as Zardoc, and maybe both, they will pay for everything, including Roxy.
Alright, Kahuna, I want you to make persuasion check, telling the truth, or deception check if you're trying to hide something about this or lie about it. Nah. Okay. Alright. Darn gets the sense from you on that. You definitely mean it, but you're also kind of like, I'm sad, and I just want to be drunk right now. I'm like, why are you bitching to me about all this stuff, though? Like, I can't solve all your problems. Okay.
That seems accurate.
Yeah, so he kind of sees through you in that kind of regard. Listen, Crown Prince, pardon me if it's a bit out of line, but I do know what it's like to suffer and be in sorrow. I had family too in the same mountain where your father set up his roots and kingdom. And,
well, then you must. Was it before the fall of the kingdom?
I mean, yes. I mean, they were there when it all went down. I lost them too.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I appreciate it, Crown Prince. But roll me an insight check, Vars, as he's kind of struggling to kind of put his words together.
Nailed it.
Old man got a 4.
Alright.
You definitely tell he very much, given his upbringing, looks up to your family in very high regard. You can tell he's kind of struggling a bit with, his expectations of what he thinks you should be versus who you actually are. But,
listen, I know that, I know that you're expecting a lot, and I know that you want revenge as much as I do. And the day will come, don't you worry.
With that, you don't even have to roll a persuasion check, you just need to hear some comforting words. Oh, well, I'm happy to hear of that. And don't you worry, Crown Prince. I'm working on a little something that is only worthy of a true leader of the dwarves. Something that belongs to only you and not that blasted Zardrock.
Well, I do appreciate anything that can help out this effort. Will be greatly appreciated.
Indeed. And once it's all said and done, my family that lived out there will too be avenged. The same way yours will be once you deal with Zardrock.
Oh, yeah, I cannot wait until that day. It's been a day that I've been thinking of ever since I had to leave the village.
Alright, and with that, he'll kind of ask you, if you want anything, like breakfast or whatever.
No, I think I'm gonna take about another 5-10 minutes to get rid of this hangover.
Alright, as it shall be, Crown Prince. And with that, he kind of cleans up the bottles and kind of walks away as you just continue to lay on the couch. Alright. Cam, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright. Sorrin, you and Correth have, you haven't really been staying at the house since last night. You had to go stay at the inn again. But this time the Gall and Ginter kind of covered you too. And right now, in the morning, they kind of dragged you to go out fishing with them. So Gall, Ginter, and Mishan, the Black Raven leader from Brinshander, and you are all out on a small fishing boat out on the lake right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think I know how to fish. I don't know.
You can roll a survival check to see how well you do right now.
Okay.
5. you're not catching diddly squat, but honestly, it's like you kind of guys have been out for like almost an hour now. It's been dead silent. But at a certain point, though, as you once again get skunked in your fishing attempts, Michonne pipes up. So, are we gonna talk about this?
Talk about how I failed.
I wouldn't put it that way, Sorrin. Michonne kind of responds back to you. The whole incident seemed a bit out of your control. So, Gall and Ginter kind of look to each other, and Gall just kind of look to you, Sorrin. But the Black Cabin have what you were looking for? So it had to have been worth going out for something, especially regarding Master Silas.
I just nod slowly. Yeah, I got the answers I needed.
Ginter
And we have a lead.
Ginter pipes up. A lead? So you know where he is?
When I was in the cabin, I had a vision, some type of moment, a feeling, and I believe Silas traveled to the Island of Solstice.
Yeah, that was the correct name for it.
Yeah, and I just like Sorrin also adds the question mark there because he doesn't really even know what that is.
Yeah, with that, the three of them kind of put their heads together, but they're also kind of like, they're not really coming up much. Roll me an insight check, Sorrin.
Okay. Insight.
Alright, so don't worry, I gotta make rolls too for them. Maybe they roll badly on this.
Bad rolls tonight.
Nope. Okay. Luckily for you, Ginter only got a 6. Gall, you can't really read Gall and Michonne as they're kind of keeping their, like, straight faces, but Ginter's kind of like, as you kind of bring this up, he's just kind of like, you can tell there's something on his mind, but he doesn't know if he really wants to say it to you for fear of upsetting you.
I'll catch the look on him and I'll just say, if you got something to say, you might as well say it.
Ginter looks to you. Listen, Sorrin. I kind of hate to be that guy, but you mentioned this island, but like, of course, none of us know much about it, and this isn't like from what we've been hearing from Albion. This isn't some, underground thieves group like the Zhentarium. This is Auril, literal goddess of winter. Silas seemed like he was just chasing leads, but don't you think it might be possible that he,
I just kind of lean back in the boat.
I mean, Gall kind of defending his brother kind of is, because he doesn't, I know he doesn't, I don't want to say, Master Silas maybe didn't, I think he had the best judgment and everything, but if you just look at the sky right now, still cold, still dark, still night, still winter. And Michonne kind of pipes up, and there is the other point, Sorrin, of we still don't know much about the woman he was with, this Nass Lantomir. And all we know is that she was just a member of the Brotherhood, the same Brotherhood that has also had other suspicious people with it.
And I'll kind of cut him off and I'll say, and do you think I haven't had that same thought myself? My reason for tracking Silas is twofold. One, if he still walks the path of good, I can help him. But when it comes down to it, if he is working against the free people of Icewind Dale and siding with this evil deity, then I should be the one to put him down. And I'll be able to make that call when it comes to it.
Ginter kind of pipes up. Alright, but what if, if Silas is doing the right thing, but, like, Miss Helder also falls too? Do you think you can kind of carry that mantle? It seems like a bit too much, though.
I look at him and say, I'm a lot older than you are, and I already carry so much. I'm pretty sure I can carry this as well.
Michonne kind of looks to you, she is kind of the elder amongst Gall and Ginter, even though yes, you technically are older than her. She's only human. You're.
Oh yeah, I was only addressing Gall and Ginter. I wouldn't address Michonne. I'm pretty sure she pulls rank on me in the monastery. So.
Yeah, well, she's speaking up to you as you say that, but listen, Sorrin. We're just a bit concerned you're going to jump into something that could get you killed. I don't know if Silas is doing the right thing or the wrong thing. I'd like to believe he's doing the right thing. But there's also that chance, like Ginter was saying, Miss Helder, he too failed and has fallen as well. We don't want to see you just charging in blindly to your death.
I'm not charging in blindly, and I'll kind of look back to the shore, and I'm not charging in alone either. These people that I'm traveling with they can handle it, and we can handle it together.
Insight check on that, and Sorrin as the three of them, as you kind of say that to the three of them. Alright.
This is wild.
This is actually kind of okay. Enemies. Yeah, he definitely still beats you with that roll. Yep. As you kind of say that, you would say at that point you're not one. You literally just turn your back to them. You're not even paying attention to like how they're kind of responding. But as kind of everybody gets back to fishing, Michonne pipes up. Oh well, you are a student of Master Silas. So if anybody could probably do this, though, it'd be you. But Sorrin, I would say though, regarding once we go back to the house, I don't know, dealing with Mrs. Helder's mom is going to be one thing, but don't let this consume you. I don't think it was your fault about what happened. All three of us did that.
Right, and I'll nod again and thank you. This conversation has been very enlightening, and I think I'm ready to move on and get back to the task at hand.
Alright. And with that, you guys continue fishing. Roll me one more survival check. Let's see if you can catch something.
Please! Ah!
Nope. You get skunked once again. And very quickly, you all kind of decide, like, the fishing's probably... yeah. Fishing is probably a no-go, and you all just kind of head back to shore.
Alright.
Okay. Alright.
Yes.
I was gonna say I should say acoustic first, and then alright. You are currently right now chilling out in like kind of the woods nearby the house. Like I said before, you weren't allowed to stay. You kind of been just kind of like bummed a room from Gall and Ginter. In the morning, though, funny enough, Egan and Garrett Velrin, the couple from Targos, and Perilu Fishfinger They asked you to kind of come out with them to the woods for a bit of hunting.
Sure.
Alright. So, for starters, you make me a survival check now, see if you actually are able to find anything. Nope. You are, feeling a lot of things right now, Correth. As, and as you guys kind of take a break for a bit, chill on by some rocks and trees, you see Keegan is, currently carving something right now, as, Garrett and Perilu kind of come up to you. And just so you can remember what these names were assigned to, Keegan was the guy who hired you guys to go find his husband, Garrett, who was up in the mountain and you saved him from the Abominable Yeti, and Perilu was a part of the expedition team too.
Yep.
So Garrett kind of looks to you. Hello, so Correth, how you doing?
I run a finger through my white hair and I'm just like, I'm here.
Yeah, Perilu kind of finds out. Yeah, I say you got a new look to you from when we last saw you.
It just changes on its own.
But, guys kind of, Garrett pipes up. But, you know, I think you pulled off pretty well as he kind of taps your shoulder. And through this awkwardness, Keegan pipes up. Garrett, might want to just kind of get straight to it. No point dragging this out a bit. As Garrett is like, yes, Keegan. So they kind of both look to you as you all kind of sit down. First of all, Correth, apologies for your loss. Now, me and I didn't know Roxy held her. I mean, literally, we didn't meet her when you guys came up the mountain, and she came riding on an axe-beak haggard through at the mountain during the fight, and that was really all we saw of her. So, unfortunately, we didn't really know her the same way you all did. But we are sorry for your loss.
I appreciate it.
Erluden pipes up a second, though, Correth. The reason we kind of wanted you out here is we're a bit concerned about something that we've been kind of seeing more of.
What would that be?
Garrett looks to you. The Knights of the Black Sword, I think is what they call themselves. Those strange cultists led by that Avarice lady who, by the way, put me in the most dastardly place. That was freezing.
So that's what they're calling themselves.
You would know for a fact, Correth, that's kind of that's been their name since Kadroff kind of ran them.
I see.
Yeah. But alright, but actually, I feel like the name was brought up before, so I feel like you would have heard it. But like that's kind of that's their official name. Yeah. But as kind of Garrett looks to you, yes. See, I've been a little bit more concerned about all of that since we ran into them, and then those people with like the metal on them, tried to kill us all. And you know they said a lot of words to you too specifically, so that's kind of why we wanted to talk to you about that.
Yeah, it seems me and Avarice's destinies are intertwined.
I see, says Perilu. And I guess what scares me though, Correth, is that I've been do work here and there in towns, help out, and whatnot, with my skills and all that. As she kind of waves her hands. Perilu is actually, funny enough, kind of like a sage, so she helps out with like nature stuff and some healing stuff. But I heard that people who deal with the nomads, some nomads have been joining the knights. As Garrett kind of pipes up, yes. There was for a time that those so-called cultists were, basically kind of, kept pretty low, or at least were run out of most towns. As you think to yourself, Correth, just you're hearing the same thing back from Sheriff Maxwell and Bryn Shander. It seems most likely the cultists were all kind of put into, like, they were forced out and made Caer-Dineval their main hideout, and then you guys kind of crushed that too. But, Garrett pipes up, yes, but, the thought that the nomads now have been filling their ranks is a bit more concerning. And, what I think about more is when I saw those two that attacked you all, they had kind of the same builds that, a ragged nomad would have. Of which tribe I don't know, but that would be a bit concerning if they've been falling down that kind of path, or being used in that way.
Other than the looks of those two, would you know of the names of any of the tribes that have fallen under their control?
Well, Parallel brings up, I don't really know if, like, tribes have fallen under, like, all of them have fallen under control, but it just seems like more tribes are joining up with them. But there are 4 tribes, in fact, as you see me pull out this book. There's the tribe of the bear, and you remember, Correth, you ran into them and their chief, Gunvald, past 2 days. And remember, Gunvald was telling you he's been losing people due to the food shortage, and we're heading out to hang out with hooded figures. There's the tribe of the elk, and you remember, Correth, those were the people you met back when you were heading. Yeah, it was the first tribe you met, led by Jaru and Elkheart. And now that was back when you were trying to get to Karkaloic.
Yeah.
Then there's the tribe of the tiger. And lastly, the tribe of the wolf. But, yes, Correth?
Well, speaking of tribe of the bear, we had just run into them the other day, and while on the way to the black cabin, in fact, and the chief there had actually spoken to us about how a couple of their compatriots had went off with some hooded figures to get some rations, find some food, or just dessert. He was asking us for help to bring them back. So, if those 2 people we had fought and who ultimately were the ones to bring down my friend, that's very, not only unfortunate, but very worrying, because they didn't seem to be people.
Roll me an Arcana, actually, a religion check, Correth. As you kind of as you're trying to piece this together. 20. It seemed like the walkers who came to the cabin, those seem to have more of kind of holy energy to them, like something from the gods and whatnot. You know for a fact that the berserkers you fought back at Kelvin's Cairn had more of an infernal energy to it, like devilish and demonic. So probably not the same, groups of people. Yeah. So, still the issue of people coming up to you all and, trying to kill you all is a bit concerning. As, Garrett is also he's still looking to, he looks like he's trying to, roll me an insight check, actually, Correth. Nat 1. And you guys, not good at reading people, let me tell you that. Let me make these rolls for them. If you actually can kind of pass them. Nope. Nope. No. Alright, yeah, you're kind of lost in your own thoughts as time kind of passes by for a bit, but then Keegan kind of gets up from his carving and he looks to you. Be that as it may, Correth, I have something I want to ask you though, given what Garrett and Perilu told me. Can you beat them?
Of course.
You can take down these knights and the Black Sword and Avarice who leads them.
It is my destiny.
As you say that, Garrett and Perilu look to each other. It's kind of like, oh my god, it's just like, as Keegan kind of pipes up, the Legend of Barrow Green. Well, if you just turn out you are that same, if you can do something in that similar legend, might as well have you for dinner one night. So, Keegan kind of looks solemnly down. That might be it. That might not happen for some time. You see, Correth, ever since all this going down, I was thinking of me and Garrett leaving the 10 towns, so no one cultist would show up to kind of finish the job. Even what Garrett and Perilu saw back at Kelvin's Cairn, but when I tried to speak to Speaker Maxil Dinar about this, things haven't really gone so well. You know, Correth, that it was actually Speaker Maxil Dinar who said, to begin with, that Roxy was the one who killed Captain Scat of Targos. Kind of began this whole kerfuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett's kind of like, yeah, he's like, strange. Usually when we would have him over, we just gotta donate a little bit to his campaign or his operations, and he usually just want to listen to us. But now though, he doesn't even want our money. If we even just gave it to him though. And it's weird not having those sort of connections, I guess, anymore. You kind of recognize Correth. These two are pretty rich political couple in Targos.
Yeah.
As Egan kind of pipes up, yeah, I mean, I just remember when I first met Nerith. Came by on a fishing boat. He was a relatively new resident to the town. But, he worked his way up to Speaker. Well, now I gotta wonder, given all this Zhentarium business, were other parts to play in all this?
I mean, if he can be so easily influenced by money, I mean, anyone can put together the dots there.
Yeah, maybe. That's kind of Keegan wraps up. You all begin to get up and are about to head back to the house as Keegan kind of hands you something. Now take this, Correth. I know it's probably not a whole lot, but might be worth something to you and your friends. And as they begin to head back and you kind of look at it, it's a wooden figurine of what appears to be a human girl wielding a big battle axe. You have a wooden Roxy figurine.
I'll treasure it, thank you.
Y'all begin to get back to the house. A lot to talk about, as Albion has kind of brought you up before. There's stuff with the Zhentarium, the Duragar, the Knights of the Black Sword and Avarice. Of course, there's the issue of what's happened to your patron Denver, and of your and also finally how they should really kind of resolve things with the dead Roxy and her family, though. But as you all do kind of make your way, back to the house, as you all think about the next plans you're thinking about taking, something else is happening, and why am I having trouble finding this thing? Here we are. Something else is happening right now over at the Lucky Liar Inn. Are you here, Vivian? Vivian?
1 second.
Alright. I'd say it's been a while since I've done one of those sessions where I have to do everybody's scenes one-on-one. I think that actually went kind of well.
Yeah, no, it was good.
It went well, except for our rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have to roll, so.
No one.
Well,
no one read a goddamn thing. We're all on our feelings.
yeah. You back, Viv?
Of course. Yep. Sorry, I was. Yeah.
Alright. At the Lucky Liar Inn, out at a table, there are 4 people sitting down. Or actually 3 as another one is coming up. One is of a younger woman, long dark hair. The other is a older woman. These are also both humans, by the way. And more gray in her dark hair. The third is a hooded figure. And then the fourth, coming up, is a halfling. Minerva, you will notice as the woman coming up is actually who your 2 compatriots have been telling you about, the speaker of Lonelywood, Nimsy Huddle. Nimsy looks to you all. Alright. I heard what you were talking about, Danae, as the Sheila points to the younger woman. Can you really get this job done quickly and quietly? As Danae, the younger woman, kind of pipes up. Of course, Nimsy, it'll be no big deal. And I know what I saw too. I mean, just, funny enough, just 2 days ago, 2 of them were stalking me as I was trying to go to the general store. But luckily I keep an eye on a few things, as she pulls out these 2 drawings of, as you look at them, Minerva, one of a drow, black skin, white hair, the other of appears to be an elf of sorts. You're not exactly sure what type it is, but it's a lot more colorful than the drow. And as Speaker Nimsy Huddle looks to you all, alright, but listen, you're gonna get this done. Please just make it quickly and quietly. I don't want to cause too much chaos in the town by informing Maxil Dinar about what's happening. I don't want him to bring his militia out here. I certainly don't want to, spread more word of, chaos out on the streets with a bunch of, wanted people. At which point the older woman, goes by the name of Ariski, pipes up. Don't worry, we got this. We should be able to handle this. As Nimsy kind of looks to the 3 of you all and is like, I don't know if 3 people would really be enough though. But Danae kind of pipes up. Trust me, Nimsy, we handle this. Plus, we got her. Yeah, it's her, right, Vivian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. As she points to the hooded figure. Minerva knows how to get the job done. At which point Nimsy's kind of alright. Okay. Just, like I said, quick and quiet. As, she walks away. Danae looks to you, Minerva. Oh, it went better than I expected. It's glad I was hanging out the inn that night. I thought about hanging out early, but when I see these 2 pipe up, straight from the Zhentarium wanted list, I know I can get something done. Be that as it may, as Ariski kind of pipes up. I know you pretty well, Danae, but this one right here, as she points to you, Minerva, I do not know much about. Tell me, Minerva, do you think you can handle this job?
I nod.
And she, Risky kind of rolls her eyes at that. But then they kind of pipes up, like, listen, Risky. Trust me, when I was searching around for some extra help, Minerva gladly volunteered, and she showed me a little bit of what she could do. I think she can handle these clowns. Alright. Remember, a certain way we have to do this. As she kind of like brings you all into the huddle. For starters, this one, as she points to the picture of the colorful elf, this one stays alive, along with, according to the reports, the dwarf. The rest being apparently this drow, the Goliath, a half-orc, and then a human girl with the Zhentarium bread, apparently. They can all be killed. Now, do you remember that, Minerva? Colorful elf, dwarf, alive. Everybody else, do as you please. You got that?
I know.
Good. And as the Danae kind of pipes up. Once we have the dwarf and the elf right here, as she points to the colorful elf's picture, we just gotta, tie them up, ship them off to Revel's End, and then the Zhentarium will play us a nice, healthy song for them. Now, I will say, I don't know what the Zhentarium really want with this elf and the dwarf. But Ariska kind of pipes up. See, you're still new in the game. Zhentarium, they're just go-betweens for bigger players and all this. But alright. Are you ready, Minerva, to head on out?
I'm not.
Alright. Let's go. So Minerva, you, Ariski, and Danae need to make your way over to from what Danae was able to kind of pinpoint out for you all was the house where seems like they're all kind of staying. A quick 10-20 minute walk. Danae looks to you though. Alright, Minerva, what I'm thinking is, we call them out, give them a chance to surrender. They don't surrender. Me and Ariski will head in, and then you just do your lovely little magic, and we should be good to go. That sound good to you?
I nod.
Alright. For the rest of you all, as you're all kind of getting in the house, Correth and Sorrin are outside a bit right now. As everybody's kind of just essentially kind of grabbing lunch right now, though, and everything. As you and Sorrin are waiting for your food to come out, you see 3 figures approach the house. One is of the younger, dark-haired lady who, Correth, you remember, was looking at you back at the inn 2 nights ago. One of an older, more gray-haired lady, and the third was a hooded figure.
I look at.
Okay, yeah.
I look at Sorrin. I'm just.
Yeah, I look back, and then I look at him, and I look at these 3, and I just go, that's close enough.
I'm just gonna start knocking on the door.
Yeah, as you're knocking and getting people's attention, Danae pipes up. Oh, what do you know? One of them's already here for us. Alright then, elves. At this point, Nayala, Balthazar, Vars, you guys are hearing the kerfuffle too. We're gonna keep this nice and simple, alright? You can all kind of come out here, surrender, and, no one has to get hurt, nothing has to get destroyed. Or, we can come over there and fuck you all up.
Sorrin,
I look at Sorrin. You could try.
Oh, we can... Oh, look at this. These 2 are funny. See, you couldn't even try to sneak up on a nice lady like myself. What makes you think you could handle us?
Well, sneaking is not really my style, and I'm gonna take 10 feet to the side, so I'm not standing directly next to Correth, so we're not clumped up. And I'm gonna draw my my sword.
Alright. Oh, I like this. I'll get the drow, Risky. You take the Mr. Colorful over there, she points to Correth. And she kind of looks to you, Correth. Oh, and a new look too. Your people are interesting. As the two of them kind of walk up, everybody in the house is kind of seeing something's going on right through the windows. But as, you know, things are about to begin, as, you know, each person sizing each other up. Alright, Minerva, you know what to do.
I start giggling.
Alright. Minerva, what do you do, Minerva?
Then I grab her by the throat.
Nay.
Yes, I grabbed Danae by the throat.
As you grab Danae by the throat, she's like, what do you...
And I squeeze. So...
Ariska kind of looks and is like, what the hell are you doing, you idiot?
I turn around.
Yeah?
And I, So it's fun.
What do you want to do as Ariska looks to you angrily as she starts coming up to you?
I shoot her with an Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Shoot that Eldritch Blast. Oh, do you not have it set up as an attack?
I didn't, yeah.
There you go. The 21 will definitely hit her.
I've
As
always
you-
hated both of you.
As she blasts her right in the face, like, ah! You little, but, you're level 5, Minerva. You know what that
Yeah.
means?
I could shoot it.
Again, you have 2 beams.
Shoot her again.
Alright. A 12 will actually hit, not the highest AC.
Hell yeah. Good.
As you blast her in the face, her face is looking a little bit more rough.
And then
Danae-
I slam Danae into the ground.
Alright, you throw her to the ground as Danae kind of comes up and takes a swing
I'm
at you
still
with her.
holding her throat.
Oh, so you're on the ground with her.
No, I basically just slammed her throat into the ground.
Oh, okay, so you put her all, like, hand on it,
Yeah.
like, in the ground. Alright, and she try to hit you with an 8, but that's not gonna work.
No.
As she's trying to cut you with a dagger. Correth, Sorrin, you're all watching this play out right now, as, Ariska coming up to you as well now, Minerva. Alright. Modified 20 will hit you, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, it will.
As you take 5 piercing damage as she swings at you with the short sword. As she cuts through the cloak, she notices that outside of blood, a feather or 2 came off. But what do you want to do, Minerva, as these 2 are right by you? One you got pinned to the ground, and the other coming at you with a short sword.
I don't know. I kind of just want to, like, shoot the one that's stabbing me again.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm giggling as well.
Yeah, no, you're just giggling during all this. 24 hits. Alright, and then second one, I'm assuming? 13 will hit.
I'm so
Alright.
Why am I so cold?
I don't know, Viv, but it's... Picture yourself this as you keep blasting her, she's like, stop doing that! What would you like to do
You never
with...
learn to keep your mouth shut. I'm so sick of hearing your voice.
Alright, yeah. Ariska's not looking too hot right now, as Danae is currently being choked out. Will a 14 hit you,
No.
Minerva? No, Danae is just a point, like, her dagger's like right by your head, but just barely reach it. Oh, poor Ariska, she only got an 11 to hit you. As, like, your blasts are kind of just disorientating her.
Has the one I choked, has she passed out yet?
No, she looks like she's probably gonna pass out any minute now.
Okay. When she passes out, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, kick her in the head so she is knocked.
Are you trying to kill them, or are you just trying to knock them out?
Kill.
Okay. Roll to hit, then, to kill her.
Actually, what would be more fun?
I mean, you got things you can do, Minerva.
Do things. I have lots of things. I have so many. Very. I think I'm just gonna stab her in the throat.
All right, a dagger hit. No, unfortunately, 9 will not cut it. In between Eldritch Blast and dagger swings, not really having the best luck there.
Trying to escape now, are you?
Yeah, alright. Roll me an athletics check to keep her grappled.
Athletics.
Yes.
That's the one thing I have a -1 in.
Okay, Danae at this point, as you're fumbling her out the dagger, is able to shove you off as the two of them kind of go hobbling back a bit. A few distance away from you, Minerva. As she just pulls out, "You bitch. Why are you doing this? We paid you good. We're gonna pay you good for this."
I don't need your money. Are they both standing next to each other?
They are.
Okay, good. I'm gonna shoot a fireball at them.
There we go.
Do we hear this, by the way?
Yeah, you're all watching this. Sort of like you were expecting to see Correth and Sorrin get into some duel, but then some Benny Hill style shit just started breaking out amongst the three of them that came.
Yeah, we came out like ready for a fight, and then just are now just standing there like what?
You're watching this party just kind of fall apart amongst itself.
Are we in this? Are we? I go to like Correth. Are we in this, or are we just kind of watching this?
It's fun.
That's
Fuck.
I'm just watching.
That's a failure. Alright.
33.
Well, luckily for you, Minerva, that's about it. As you said, I don't need your money. How exactly do you cast your fireball, Minerva? Shoots out of your hands. Do you have like a arcane focus you cast it out of, or you just kind of for flavor effect?
Just shoot out of my hands as I
All
pull
right.
off my hood.
You pull off your hood, you will be described in a moment. Hand comes out. You all watch as a big fireball comes out and engulfs the two of them as they both and like this whole kind of lights up the whole area for a bit, and then kind of quickly dies down as the two of them just collapse, charred onto the ground. Snow melted away at this point. How would you like to describe yourself, Vivian?
As I pull off my hood, you see a Kenku woman.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your snake in.
She's got red patterns in her feathers that kind of look like dripping down. It's weird. It's cool. She's got patterned feathers that streak down her body, her eye, her like face and stuff.
All right, and an example of if I was just gonna put Minerva on the map, she looks like that.
She's cool. I like.
Hell yeah.
I like this a whole lot.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this bird woman kind of looks to you all. Fireball goes down. Everybody's just kind of wondering what the hell just happened as you see her kind of look to all of you.
So, how did you enjoy my entrance?
It was something.
What's happening?
I've taken it upon myself to what's the help you all out. I've been watching you all for quite some time. Y'all are very interesting, and it seems that one of your compatriots is recently deceased.
Actually, you do not. Sorry, Minerva. You do not know that information.
I watched them bring Roxy in.
Oh, that's right. You did watch them from the town. Okay.
I know that. No, Roxy's
Alright.
dead.
Yeah, but your two compatriots did not. That's why I was assuming you didn't too.
Yes.
But you didn't tell them that, so...
No, of course not. I didn't say anything. That was the first time they heard me talk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think you are missing. In need of a little assistance. And it seems to me, as I know, one of your compatriots has died. You all... I think it's in your best interest to let me join you in your quest. As I walk up, hold out my hand. So, what do you say?
You've been
I'm gonna
watching
look
this.
to Correth. And I'm going to, in Elvish, say, have you ever seen something like this? Because I have probably never seen a Kenku before.
The only people I would say... Alright, so Correth can make... Okay, it's an Arcana check. Correth can make it, Balthazar can make it, and Vars can make it.
Oh.
Sorry, no, not you. You two, Vars.
I
Okay.
like being one of the iconic guys.
Yeah. Okay. Vars, you've never really seen the Kenku. You don't know much about them. Balthazar, you've since you've gone to school and all that, so they're a race that's been brought up. You don't really know much about them other than bird people. Correth,
I've seen them in books and stuff. I haven't actually met one.
yeah. Correth, you know about Kenku. You've met them before. Strange bird creatures, known for mimicry and some trickery, but trickery they can be dealt with pretty well. There's I said, there's no real thing as evil races in this, so pretty neutral. Though Minerva does look different than the average Kenku for some of the ways that Viv already just described, though.
Also, normal Kenku can't talk.
Yeah.
Normal.
Well, no. So Kenku have mimicry, so
Yeah, they can only
they-
make noises usually.
yeah, make
I'm
or
speaking it.
or speak speaking. Yeah. When I've done Kenku, the way I usually do Kenku, Viv, is that they speak in phrases. So I'll let them talk, but it's normally things they've heard or picked up before, though.
Yeah.
So they can kind of put something together. But generally, you're right. Or the Kenku speaking this well, either has heard someone give this whole spiel before, or she can actually speak on her own, no issue.
In Elvish back to Sorrin, I'll say it's an intriguing race. They usually can't really speak this well. This is weird though.
I think Balthazar is kind of just staring at this whole situation slack-jawed. Just, no idea what's going on.
I'll look to the Kenku, and I'll say, what real reason? What do you have to gain for joining up with us? Besides ascending the Rime, because that seems to be everyone's life goal.
I have my reasons. Revenge, glory, all that sort, as she kind of waves her hand. That sort of.
Revenge on who, if you'd be so kind.
Lots of people. It's an overall. There's a lot of people wrong. I don't care. It takes too long to describe.
Now remember, guys, you can make insight checks and stuff to see, you know, if you want to read people and all that.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to put you on the spot, Viv, like that, but usually, like, generally how things kind of go.
Oh, I'm very obviously lying.
You can roll deception then. Let's see how
I'm not
obvious you
gonna-
are. Or you're just gonna choose to fail.
I might get a natural 20. Who knows?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's see.
Okay, yeah.
It'd be fun if they tied.
That'd be really funny.
Alright,
But
Well, as you were-
I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not giving you any. I'm not being truthful at all.
yeah. Sorrin, you know this is not on the level. Correth, you know this bird is probably full of crap.
I look at Sorrin, I speak in Elvish, and I'll say, I don't think this person can really be trusted, but if everyone else goes along with it, I'll just keep an eye on, or we should keep an eye on.
I'll nod and I'll sheath my blade and I'll look to Balthazar and I'll say, he's the only one outside, right? Or is everyone else outside?
Well, is not Nayala and Vars outside too?
Yeah.
I think Nayala was at least, yeah.
I'll also say this, Correth, with your nat 20. Even though this Kenku's not really being on a level with you truth-wise, I'm assuming, Viv, that Minerva is not hostile towards the gang.
No.
Yeah. So, like, when they're not telling you the truth, Correth, you can tell that Minerva
She's
is...
not trying to kill any of you.
Yeah.
That's not her goal. You can tell that much.
I assumed as much.
She doesn't have anything to gain from killing any of you.
How about we huddle up?
Hmm.
Huddle up.
Alright. Group huddle. Yeah, everybody's by the door except Correth and Sorrin, as Minerva just kind of is been told to step 10 feet away.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
so am I still drunk, or is that bird talking?
No, she's full bird.
It's both. It's both. You're drunk and the bird is talking.
I take another sip of vodka.
There is only one bird, though, Vars. Do you see one bird?
It's
You
not an
only-
army.
Half.
Well, you see her, and you also saw in the trees like a robin too. So like,
Yeah,
like a regular sized robin.
Fair enough. Well,
I-
what do you guys think?
I mean, the more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. So that's one yay.
I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't know what to think, really.
I'm indifferent.
I need to sober up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, whatever it is, you know she's not hostile towards you guys, and she did just kill the two people who were calling you out, though.
But she also did come with them. So, question.
Correth and I could have taken him.
Oh yeah, no, I was prepared for the fight. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Alright. So the final verdict is to...
I didn't hear
Oh,
any
pull them
no's. I only heard
Yeah.
one yes, though.
Yeah.
There's only one real
Sure's.
there's one real solid yes. The rest is might as well essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right,
Yeah.
break, and then I'm gonna go
Alright, yeah.
to Minerva and shake her
She's
hand.
still holding. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I know.
She was holding out her hand.
That was my vision the entire time, was Minerva hand extended.
Just a
I
smirk,
shake- I
a
shake her hand.
perpetual smirk on her face.
How are you doing that with the beak? I'm curious.
Don't think too much about it, darling.
Don't ruin the headcanon.
So,
Buddy, that's all I'm gonna be thinking about forever. How
Don't think
tall
about
are
it
you,
too
by the way?
much, darling?
How tall is Kenku?
I don't know. Actually, how tall is she? Fuck. Wait.
Yo, we didn't write that. Okay, do I still have the Volos guide on me? Maybe I can tell you that I do have it. Let me pull it up.
I don't know. She's like 5 feet.
That is.
5.
That's actually about right. Yeah, like.
So I was thinking like almost halfling size for some reason.
No. They're not. They're not.
Tiny bird.
Like she's taller than Vars, but like she's like if she was a human, she'd just be a really short, kind of a shorter human.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. So she's not. It's not. This isn't a weird handshake situation. I don't have to like bend down a little bit to shake her hand.
5'3".
That's actually on the taller side. So yeah, 5'3" is short.
That makes sense.
I like
she's
tall women.
A special situation, a special case. It sounds like.
Well, at least from what Correth can tell, this is definitely like a really weird case, but.
Yeah, how are you able to talk so fluently?
Do I have to give up all my secrets right away?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be more fun to find out?
I'm just intrigued by that part. I've met your kind before, and to have such at length and in-depth conversation is very interesting.
There's no secrets here. Awkwardly looks around.
Yeah,
There's a few
Yes, yeah, we got.
We don't all have secrets. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll an insight check on that.
I
All
think
right.
my secrets are all out there.
I'll roll deception on that.
There you go. That sounds good. 11 just. Oh, that's all right, Minerva. You can tell there are some secrets being kept.
There's secrets on me.
I guess I can let you in on that one. How do I explain? It's the same way. It's the same reason that I can do magic. This extent, as she shoots an Eldritch Blast at the dead bodies.
Nice.
Yeah, just-
Cool.
Sorrin, actually, all of you can make this check, Arcana, to see what she kind of means by that.
Nice.
20s today.
You too, Nayala.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Be nice to roll 20.
Alright, Balthazar, Vars, Nayala.
We're rolling 2
you're not-
20s
you're-
in a row.
You're not 100% sure. I mean, the only magic casters you really know of are like wizards who study it and sorcerers who have to, who have it innately. Now, you know more about like people get their magic from gods or whatnot, though. So you're thinking maybe that's what it is, but you're not too sure. Sorrin, you can tell because you've seen them before in your life. You've met warlocks before, and pretty clear she's one of them. Correth, you can tell A, this person's a warlock, and B, whoever their patron is probably more of a, given that she can cast fireball of all things, maybe a bit more of an infernal nature type of patron.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the Sorrin and Correth, you can tell she's a warlock, and that's how she can cast her magic.
Okay.
At this point, Albion kind of puts his head out the door. You guys, are we all good here? Do we have to?
Yes, just a minute.
Okay, as he kind of puts his head back in.
I told a secret. Now it's you all's turn. Now it's you all's turn. Everyone, go around. Give me a secret.
I think I'm out of secret. I got daddy issues. That's my.
Sorrin just looks to Balthazar, completely amazed. Like,
I don't know, man. She's interesting me.
huh. If I had to reveal a secret, Let me open up the backstory page.
Mine's easy. I too have daddy issues.
I point to Sorrin. I point to Sorrin, and so, do you also have daddy issues?
No, mine's actually mommy issues.
Fair.
I don't remember my parents, nor do I care.
Correth, now are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna keep your mouth shut during all this?
I mean, according to her, she has been watching us, so I'm not gonna spill anything.
Correth?
My secret is I've been carrying around this lute for a long time, but I don't really know how to play it.
Oh.
Wait, what? Wait.
Why do you carry around a lute you don't know how to play?
Oh, this loot.
It looks cool.
I think I remember. I think back. It's like I have never seen him play his lute. Oh, would you look at what?
I plan on learning. I just haven't
Ooh.
yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So where'd you get the loot from then?
Literally just found it on the side of the road. So.
He looted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yep.
There you go.
There it is.
Ooh, I can play the lute. And
Hell yeah.
I open my mouth and lute sounds come out.
Pretty much, mimicry goes off as Minerva makes the sounds of like, I would say it's like decent playing a lute playing Minerva.
Yeah, it's a good one she's heard.
Huh.
I am once again amazed, Slackjawed.
Balthazar, you can do that too, right? Sure.
I open my mouth wide and just scream.
Performance check, Balthazar. Performance check. 20. Oh, it's a nice scream. Not a lute playing, but it's a nice scream though.
Oh, that's a good scream.
It's like a good sing, like a like an opera sing.
And now Minerva, you can mimic that as well too.
I mimic it. I do the same thing back to him.
You are fascinating.
I say what he just said in his voice.
I freak out.
There you go.
I'm going back to drinking. No,
All right, Vars is. All right.
I'm like fangirling. I've only ever heard of your species, and I am taken.
I'm glad I can be entertaining as she takes a bow.
Please come inside. Please come inside.
Insight check.
On what?
On if she's actually happy to be entertaining Balthazar or not.
All right.
She enjoys his just childish wonder.
It's so roll a persuasion
It's
check.
very silly.
Roll a persuasion
Fair
check, Minerva.
What?
Roll a persuasion check then, because you're telling the truth.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, you can tell that. You can just tell that.
All right, so you just auto pass Sorrin. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, she's lying. She's just like she's actually giggling and like chuckling and enjoying it.
Everyone's having fun. All right, so you all head inside, except for Sorrin.
Please come inside. Please come inside. Did we get a name? I assume we got a name. Please come inside.
It's been Minerva.
I am Minerva. If you couldn't,
No,
if you didn't catch it.
I knew her name. I wasn't sure if Balthazar knew her name.
Okay. All right.
And I already know all of your names.
We're gonna have to talk about that. Come inside.
All right. So you all head inside. Sorrin and Correth, you're still not allowed in, but they pop a window open from you so you can talk to everybody from the living room.
We're just hanging out at the window.
Yeah, just this whole situation where like this random Genku that just showed up is like allowed in, but like you two are still not allowed in.
It is what it is. While we're outside real quickly, I'm just gonna ask Correth, if I can try to play that lute sometime.
Yeah, we can try it out tonight.
Because I have a -1 in perception. I mean performance, and I'd like to make an attempt.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright,
Cool.
so you all sit inside the living room as Albion gets a board ready. In terms of all of the people you have here, I'll list them out to you all. You have Gall and Ginter from East Haven, the half-elf monks from Black Raven monks. There's Hlyn, who you guys know since the beginning. Olivessa from Goodmead, the runner-up in the speaker election who liked you guys. There's Michonne, the Black Raven leader from Bryn Shander. Garn the Hammer, from Black Iron Blades, Ironsmith, who seems to be more connected to Vars, if anything. Keegan and Garrett Velrin, who are the couple you guys helped out back in Targos, who saved Gareth from Kelvin's Cairn. And Perilu Fishfinger, who you guys also helped save from Kelvin's Cairn back from the Cradcat attack. And leading the discussion is one Albion, who's Balthazar's brother. As he looks to you all, alright, thank you all for being here. And as he's kind of giving he gives an eye to Minerva, considering he was not expecting this, but it's more the merrier for him at this point, though, too. While they could not be here, Speaker Krenak Siever of Caer-Dineval, Speaker Danet Whalen of East Haven, and Captain Imdra Argarat of East Haven also give us their full support and spirits. But we all need to kind of sit down and talk about kind of what's happening, though, and especially as we plan our next course of action.
I agree.
All right. I will point out, Minerva, why you know some of these people, but you don't know all of them, because you can't keep that many eyes on that many people.
I've probably heard of them at some point, through conversation, but
right.
I don't necessarily have seen them.
Sounds good. Alright. So Albion pipes up. Alright. Now, out of all the main threats to deal with, probably the biggest one in terms of you guys being able to operate are the fact that you were being accused of working with the Zhentarium to, especially in regards to the killing of Captain Scat of Targos, hindering evidence back in East Haven when you killed the spy there, and then letting a city's economy go bankrupt back in Goodmead regarding a certain meat issue. Your friend Denver has been taken, and from what we can tell, we believe he is in Captain Revel's End right now. Roll me a history check, Minerva, as he says that.
Let me see if it's...
Roll with advantage, too.
Thank you.
16. So you would know from what you've heard before, given your activities, Revel's End is probably one of the biggest prisons on the Swords Coast. Maximum security kind of kept up in Icewind Dale to keep all the baddies away. Usually people down further south ship their prisoners up there to so they don't have to deal with them. You do know with a 16 though that Revel's End isn't all it's cracked up to be, though. Things in terms of corruption and some shady dealings have also kind of emerged from there too. And you think back to what Danae and Ariski were saying earlier about how they had to bring from what you know now, Correth and Vars there, though. So something's probably not up with that place, but you know what Revel's End is, though. So continuing on, Albion kind of pipes. And Albion is oh, I know you can interrupt me if you guys want to at one point as well. So that's our biggest concern right now, especially since certain speakers want you guys arrested and interrogated regarding all this. And as I mentioned before, we fear if you are arrested and interrogated, you will just be captured and shipped to Revel's End instead. There's also
this course of action.
Yeah. There is the issue, Garn was talking about Duragar stuff, but Garn, do you have anything to add on that? But Garn was like, only that crown prince over here, as he points to Vars, will handle it. At that point,
Yeah.
Albion's like, okay, well, we'll put that to the back burner for now. There's the issue of cultist and the person called Avarice who apparently leads them now. That's a bit concerning, but you guys haven't. When was the last time you all saw them?
I'm sorry. The question was, when was the last time you saw Avarice?
Yeah, Avarice and the cultist.
On the
We saw
way
them-
to find what's his face? Garrett. Yeah.
Okay, so Kelvin's
Yeah.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. That's been some time ago, though, because since then you went back to Bryn Shander, you guys went to Karkaloic, you dealt with the goblin situation, and then you've been on the run since. So it's been about a week or so since all that really kind of blew up. At this point, Albion pipes up. Alright. Those are our main issues. And some of us have been working together on one plan to maybe deal with one of these problems, though. But we're free to talk and correct and all that stuff, though, so we should probably go over it right now, because we don't know how long this will take. So Albion pulls out the board, starts writing things down, as he kind of... He tells you guys his idea for some work, something you guys could do. Alright, so... Revel's End, of course, kind of a bad place, but we have a man on the inside who, when he's heard of we received letters, at least Duvesta did, and she forwarded them to me about some strange stuff that's happening, though. Yeah, but we think we can make a plan work, though, regarding Revel's End to help both A, deal with the Zhentarium, and B, get Denver out of there. Now, it's a bit risky, of course, so that's why we're here to talk and discuss about it. The idea would be, though, that a quote-unquote group of adventurers, led by Garrett Velrin, as he gestures to Garrett, who does like a muscle pose, will have captured some wanted criminals and bring them to Revel's End. The criminals being you all, though. But, you know, we're not going to just hand you in there willy-nilly, because that'd be kind of bad. We will have our own allies in the prison, thanks to Cranach and Dennis. Since we have two speakers on our side, Speaker Cranach and Speaker Daneth Wayland, they can help, you know, recommend people for certain jobs or give people certain jobs there. That's sort of patronage that helps out. We were thinking that Gall and Ginter would go in as guards, along with some other monks that I know Michonne could probably convince to help out. And she generally nods yes. Garn here, though, would be put to work in the armory, and Perilou would get a job as a records keeper, a secretary of sort there. Meanwhile, Olivessa, Keegan, and Garrett will be working on the outside, helping get a caravan set up for you all once you can get out. And that's kind of the big thing, too, about you guys being put in there. You'd have people there to help you out during your time there, so you're not totally screwed. And also, the fact that we have two speakers and a captain of a militia on our side, we were thinking that in about 3 days' time, if you guys are put in there, they can come in and meet with the people who run the prison, the Absolution Council. So, Albion then begins to kind of explain to you how Revel's End kind of works. Standard prison has a warden, but there's this group called the Absolution Council, and I'll spell that out for you here, who are kind of in charge of, like, you know, pardons, how the prison is run, and, like, just generally kind of, like, they're the connection between the rest of the Source Coast and Icewind Dale and the 10 towns for all this. We're thinking the three of them go to meet, like, request a meeting with the council, and, you know, essentially kind of figure out what's going on. Maybe a bit foolish, but we're also thinking, too, during that meeting was probably when the Zhentarium would be out in full force. So on that day, the third day you guys would be in there, you would all essentially find, your prison doors unlocked, your collars unlinked, thanks to our guards and our armor person as well too. Your gear kindly hanging around from the record station thanks to a certain secretary, and I personally think you all know how to kick ass pretty well. Go for a full-blown attack on the Zhentarium inside their own base. Figure out what's really going on with the whole Zhentarium plot in Icewind Dale. And, during all this too, we can free Denver as well. Now, that's kind of the idea we were able to kind of come up with on short notice. First of all, any questions, any comments, anything you want to change or try and figure out, or if you're confused about something, let me explain it to you now.
I actually like the plan.
I'm
going in
all for
on the
prison
inside.
break.
Yeah.
What were we saying,
Can I roll
Sorrin?
an insight check on him?
On who?
The guy who was talking.
Albion? Sure. Roll me an insight.
Yeah. Damn.
Let me just roll this. Yeah, he totally. You can't really read him. Just like he's your standard wizard from what you're just telling. He's just saying, and he's kind of listing things off. Now, as I said, fortunately, it would require you all to be there for about, 3 days. But I feel like I believe you all could manage it.
It would be simple. It's not as convoluted as I would like, but it'll do.
He's actually kind of surprised when you said that, because it's already getting a little bit it's like, never mind, he accepts the compliment, and he just shuts up. I haven't heard from you though, Nayala, Vars, Correth.
This does sound like a good plan, assuming, of course, that we don't get assassinated day one.
True.
Yeah.
Though, I'm positive of this. You, Vars, and you, Correth, they're not going to just kill instantly. As for the rest of you, though, I think you're not going to get killed instantly, too. We know Denver is still alive there. The fact that they didn't just kill him when they brought him in must mean that they're keeping around for something. And they'll probably do the same for you all as well.
If you wanted to, we could probably kidnap a guard or something? Impersonate him?
Well, we'll have guards. Well, Gall and Ginter and some of the monks will be made guards. So, you'll be fine on that front.
I think you've outdone yourselves with this plan. It sounds...
Yeah, very well thought through.
Yeah.
Alright. Of course, that's the big thing too. You all think you're tough enough to handle 3 days in Revel's End?
Sorrin cracks his knuckles from the window. Menacingly.
As long as...
It's very faint through the window.
Yeah, you see it's like, oh, it's the wind, but it's really just me cracking my knuckles.
Alright.
As long as Avarice isn't there, I don't think I'll be killed on sight. I think that's why they want me to keep me alive.
Alright. Okay then. We better get started on this then. As he looks to the rest of your friends, they're kind of like... People have things to start getting ready for, so people are kind of getting up. But before we all leave, there is something we should talk about.
The big issue. Me!
Not you, though,
That is an issue we should discuss.
I mean, he does bring up, that's a good question, though. Did you give him did you tell everybody your name in the river or no?
Nah.
Alright.
Yeah.
That is the issue. If you want to... We don't have a role. We can't really make you have a role for you set in terms of guard work or secretary work. If we took you to Revel's End, do you think they would lock you up? Have you is there any reason why people would lock you up for any reason?
Me?
Yeah. I'm asking you, Viv. Is it cool if I can make Minerva one of the prisoners instead? Because originally it was supposed to be.
Yeah. She's a criminal. She has a criminal history.
Okay, that's like. Oh, okay. That should be fine. Well.
Yeah, she is wanted in several places for murder and shit.
All right.
Thievery, murder. Shit.
Well, it's definitely accept you as a prisoner. Yeah. All right. But besides you though, the other issue was he kind of gestures towards the backyard of the shed. What should we do about Roxy's body though?
I can eat it.
No.
I put her out of the way.
No, that's not really for us to decide, huh?
Yeah, I gestured to her mom's room, who I think her mom has been like
even locked, room, right? Yeah, locked up like the whole time.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's not our call to make, and I gestured to her.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you guys know a really powerful cleric in Icewind Dale. I don't think anyone here has the means to fix whatever's going on there.
Yeah, no.
Fix whatever's going on there. He's making it sound like a broken leg.
Yeah.
What is going on with her death situation? Her being dead.
Yeah. Let's see. Who in your outside of your associates would know? You could actually, Minerva, inspect the body too to try and figure everything out properly. You haven't had a chance, and you're used to certain more powerful beings cursing other people, so it would work out like that.
Has Albion investigated the body?
I was going to make that roll in a moment. I was going through everybody else first to see if anybody had any way they could do it, but not really. All right.
I could take a look. I could take a look at her. I haven't gotten a good look.
I feel like I already took the look when last session, so I don't really think I.
Albion got a 25, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the issue with her body is that it's essentially kind of been cursed. Curse won't last forever though, but it's keeping her body frozen solid, and we basically can't do anything to it in the time being, which is why your Revivify did not work, Correth. Simply put, the curse on it prevented you from doing it. In about maybe a week or two's time, the body will thaw and will become a normal corpse. The issue, and then is like you said, unfortunately, I cannot bring her back. I do not know any powerful clerics. I know powerful wizards, but their sorts of animation spells tend to be more necromantic rather than holy. I mean, he looks to you, Balthazar. I mean, we can ask Dad. We may be able to, though I fear if Dad tried to bring her back, it wouldn't. Seems like she'd be more of like a thrall than like a.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone here would prefer that method.
Yeah. The rest of your friends here, Garn doesn't really know anything. He and Garrett, they've out of everybody, them and Michonne have been around the longest, but they don't know of any cleric that powerful in the 10 towns specifically. Most clerics here who operate in churches are like, we heal you or we cure you from diseases, like the lesser restoration sort of stuff.
They're low level.
Yeah, they're not really. They're not brought in to bring back the dead. And from what you're hearing too from an Albion saying, like bring a body back after days after it's died, that requires a very powerful cleric. Albion does bring up we could ask around, or see what could come up. I mean, we could always, if we have unless you have guys know of a way to make a ton of money, then we could get a cleric here and have to pay them for it, because that would cost a fortune. And of course, in everybody but Minerva's mind, you think back to Denver telling you the original, when he first hired you guys all to help him out, find crazy magical artifacts worth tons of money. Why the Arcane Brotherhood came here, that's why a lot of people come here. If anybody knows where to find something, who's doing research on magical items, that'd be worth a lot, it's your boy Denver Harpel.
Ah, my boy, Denver Harpel. I see.
That was actually one of my other questions for Albion. We have 100% confirmation Denver is alive, right?
Yes, our man in the inside, quote unquote, has informed us that he is there.
Okay.
And you're for sure your man on the inside isn't a triple agent.
No.
Triple.
It means that he's working for them.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's a lot of sides here. Yeah.
Triple is right. Triple is right.
Well, Garn the Hammer actually pipes up when he said that. I'm certain without a doubt that this person is loyal to one thing and one thing only, and that is the Crown Prince, as he looks to you, Vars. And that actually kind of surprises you, Vars, because not many people around left who have that sentiment towards your family.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Though, because Garn, is a rare case, but he's a pretty old dwarf. He's been around since forever, so he knows about you guys.
Yeah, can I try to gain any more insight from that? I think I have some ideas of who it might be, but...
Roll me a history check.
Sure.
20.
Ooh,
Alright.
rolls from Vars.
So, for a fact that outside of, okay, people who would really know of you and your family probably lived in the mountain village where you and your people grew up, though. If anybody's still out there claiming loyalty, it's either because, A, they got a connection, they had family out there like Garn did, or B, it's someone from your village specifically. And for a fact, Vars, that given how your uncle operates, though, none of his men would ever be willing to just say, oh, I'm so loyal to the family, here, let me help you. Okay, sorry, you just show that to everybody, Minerva, thank you.
Shh, I didn't mean to click, I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Delete it, get rid of it, you're the...
I see it.
Can I actually I think only you can delete it.
No, I can't, it doesn't let me.
Oh my god, I
Should
can't
be
wait
able
to
to
do this
delete
now. Alright, okay, Vars, for a fact that your uncle wouldn't, your uncle and his people are so prideful they would never lie and claim loyalty to your family. It's whoever's saying that they're so loyal to you are probably so loyal to you.
Right.
I actually don't know how to delete this, by the way. There you stop. Okay, that's enough.
It hides it. It hides at least.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
it.
no one can look at it.
Just nobody look at it.
It's 5 spells up, sure.
Okay. Alright, that's what you know, Vars. So you're with that 20 on the history check. Good job, by the way. I didn't actually think he passed that roll.
Good job on the 20.
Yeah, it's first time for everything.
I mean, he does have a +4 to history.
Yeah, but you guys have also been rolling. I don't know how many nat runs have been rolled today, so.
Most of them were Sorrin, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, so, just going back a little bit, we're in the market for some money, right?
Well, yeah. So what Albion has told you is, if you're really gonna look to bring Roxy back, unless you can find some other way to bring her back that doesn't involve raising the undead, you'd have to basically get a very powerful cleric to come in and do it. The problem is because Roxy's body can't be technically revived for some time, you're gonna need a very powerful cleric who can cast a very powerful spell that can do a certain animating, like a raise the dead, animate dead sort of thing there that can do that. So it would just have to
time
Look,
frame.
all we gotta do is wait like a couple months, and I'll be strong enough.
I mean, do you bring that up to do you bring that up to everybody?
No.
Okay.
With the rate of progression, we might be there in time, but I don't want to bet on that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Remember,
if the issue is paying for a cleric, I have been, and Nayala was there for me at the same time. I feel like I said this to the whole party. I've been thinking about a trove of sorts under the lake at East Haven that we learned about from the White Lady herself. If money is the issue, that is a cache that we can tap into, possibly.
Albion looks to you and he's like, I see, finding hidden treasure under a frozen lake.
It's what I always wanted to do, brother.
This
is the way.
that could be a way to make a lot of money real fast, but the issue, of course, is the Lake Dinoshar off of East Haven is frozen solid. And if we were to go into that water, we would surely freeze to death. And unless you have a way to get the lake unfrozen, I can learn water. I can figure out some water breathing spells to get in, but like I said, the temperature would just be so cold that even if you were to make a hole into the lake, you would freeze before you can get anything out.
If only we knew the one who had fireball.
As I was about to say, I could definitely open that lake.
No, guys. The issue is like, yeah, sure, you can definitely make holes into the lake to get into
We could get into the lake, but we couldn't survive in the lake.
Yeah, you would all freeze to death.
We got some cold resistance situation going on, brother.
He thinks about that for a bit. He looks at Gall and Ginter, who are actually from East Haven. Tell me, how deep is the lake there? Good, like, most cold resistance potions could only really last about an hour. Is that enough time for them to do this? I will roll.
Maybe if they're cool enough.
They look to each other and like, Ginter pipes up. Being cool is one thing, but you gotta be pretty fast too. Especially if you're gonna try and take all the loot that's supposedly down there. Unless you have to first find, like, Gall looks to you, Balthazar. Did this white lady tell you where it was located specifically in the lake?
I feel like it was like a shipwreck, but I don't fully remember.
Right.
It was like in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Alright.
But
So-
where is the middle of the lake when you're, in it?
Yeah, so, alright. So, what you guys essentially learned from this idea is, like, it's really tough to do right now. You can get into the lake, you can get cold resistance, but A, you gotta first find the damn thing, and then B, find a way to get it all up there and back before you all freeze to death and your cold resistance ends. Or C, unless you had a way to, like, end the Everlasting Rime too, that would make getting into the lake a lot easier.
It's much easier.
But,
Yeah.
Albion, Albion does look to you, Balthazar, like, he can start getting things set up for, like, cold resistance potions and all that, but this is definitely a plan that would take a lot of time to, like, put together, though. Maybe not a lot of time, but, like, some time, and even if you were gonna try and do it, it would still be pretty risky.
Sorry, did we get a distance for the bottom of the lake?
Well, Gall and Ginter don't have an exact distance. They do know, like, if you have an hour time frame, and if you're fast enough, like, you probably could pull it off, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I was just saying, it's just kind of risky.
Is
It's like-
swimming speed half of regular speed?
Yeah, unless you specifically get a swimming speed, then yeah.
Okay.
That's why he was bringing up. He's looking more to like Sorrin, because he's already pretty fast. And did your move?
Has a lot of ways to move faster.
No, it's still only 40 for now.
All right. Him and Vars are probably the fastest out of the bunch of you. To, like, if they were gonna swim down into a lake to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it could be done, but
Right.
like I said, he does look to you like if if you really are considering doing this to make that much cash that fast, yeah.
Denver might also have some type of way to help us get down to the lake faster as well.
I can locate
Yeah, but Denver-
objects as long as they're within a close enough distance.
And what were we gonna say about Balthazar?
Denver, I mean, I feel like the point was also like Denver might have other ways of getting us money, so maybe. I feel like that's more of a time crunch though. Like we've got to wait 3 days before we have Denver. So.
True, but yeah, you guys also remember Denver's last thing he was doing in Bryn Shander was researching Roxy's fire axe. So.
In like 3 days though, like by the time we get down to do this lake thing, Denver could also be dead, or shanked in this prison or something.
So the point, Albion is like, then better to speed this all up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something to consider. But
Because I know Denver has some vast arcane knowledge that could probably help us get to this lake, and also get whatever money he has to owe us. Because let me tell you, the bill's racking up. So
I mean, well, to be fair, he's paid for your lodging and everything from like day one.
yeah, the bill's racking up, Avon.
Alright, okay. In terms of like how much you owe him versus how much
he's paying us to be able to work for him, sure. There's still a bill at the end of it.
It's patrons are a complicated system, though. To be fair, busting him out of prison means he's gonna definitely owe you something
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Also, real quick, has anyone claimed Roxy's smart axe?
Yes.
Okay.
I would not let any of you heathens have that.
All right.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay. So we
You
have
remember how we got the medal in the first place?
I don't fight with
I don't know what you're talking about.
that kind of stuff. So.
That's right. That's right. Well, don't worry about this art. If the Ceramorphs come back, only Nayala can be mind controlled then.
Can I have
okay.
it?
No.
Oh.
I'll say no. Goddamn.
Hold on, wait. Someone here has a gun, so I'd rather have the gun than the axe.
Vars has the gun.
And
Yeah.
Correth has the gun
okay,
too.
Correth.
He's spinning the gun out of the corner of his eye.
I just don't have anything magical.
I mean, you can have the helmet back.
Oh,
Nah, you're fine. I don't need the helmet.
can I just be like, imagine not having anything magical and then do this?
Why are you rolling for? Oh, go ahead. You have a dice tray. You have a dice tray. That's nice.
Correct.
All right, click bag of tricks. See what you get.
Using the bag.
Direwolf.
You pull out a. All right. Not saying magic can have that. As you rip out of the bag comes a dire wolf. Everybody.
Just straight at who was the badger was that Balthazar?
That was Balthazar.
Okay, just straight at Balthazar.
Would you do you tell the dire wolf to attack?
No.
Okay,
Just-
yeah. Balthazar, a dire wolf just jumps on top of you.
Big puppy.
Big puppy. I am wrestling with it in a playful way.
Everybody's kind
I
of
forget
shocked.
everything we've been talking about.
That's a new one.
Yeah, everybody's just kind of shocked about this, and like this is a very crowded like living room at this point, so
Big
people
old
start
dog.
getting up and leaving.
How big is a direwolf? Is it? Are
Big.
we roughly the same size?
No, I think dire. Let me pull out the monster manual. I want to say it's a large.
They're large beasts. They're
Yeah, so it's
big.
definitely bigger than you. Yeah, it's a large beast. Yeah, this,
Great. I was like, we're gonna get like a weasel. It's gonna be great.
Direwolf.
all right. All right. I gotta remember that for if you ever use that in combat though too. So, all right.
When
But he only
does
lasts.
die?
He only lasts for a day, and then he just disappears. Also, I think we could just set it up, Nayala, that where if you just click back a trip, it'll just roll the DA automatically. But
Yeah, you can.
all right. Anyways, moving past that, anyone else have any other questions, things they want to talk about? All right. I'll take that as a silence as a no.
Yeah, I'm moving along.
All right. So, you guys do spend another night here. Minerva, as you're kind of walking about Lonelywood at one point, people are kind of wondering what the big fireball stuff was earlier before. As the speaker, you saw the halfling woman Nimsy huddle Just she sees you in the streets, Minerva. Kind of like a little bit of a mouth, like seeing you walking with the two elves, mouth agape. I'm assuming you just give her like a sly look or something.
I kind of want to. I'm gonna walk up to her.
She looks. Oh, where are the other two? And why are they still here?
Of course, I have my smirk, and I'm gonna say, "Do you want to know what happened to them?" I think you don't want to find out.
That she begins to run away. All right. Do you know, Minerva, though, that maybe you want to get out of town soon, though? Given how things kind of played out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
All right. So.
I mean, yeah.
All right. So, no one has anything else to do. In the morning. Actually, not this one yet. Let's go back to this one. No. You're all getting things kind of ready to go for this intricate plot. Garrett and Garrett will be riding with you. Garrett and Keegan, in fact, they're the ones who are going to take you up towards Revel's End. Be a bit of a journey, but he thinks, like this will... Like, you remember, he's the one who's going to be turning you all in. Everybody else kind of says their goodbye. Gall and Ginter, they and Michonne, they all kind of left early, but they told you, Sorrin, they're going to see you again soon. There's our enemies goes for the list. Albion Balthazar, he lets you know he's getting get things set up and ready to go. Let's see. Garn, along with riding with Auril, forms you Vars that we'll see you shortly back in this prison.
See you soon.
Yeah. And as playing, who's gonna ride with Keegan and Garrett to quote unquote turn you all in. She kind of looks to you all. Do you say one last goodbye?
Lynn said that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Helen said that to you all.
I don't think it'll be the last one, then.
Yeah. Oh, she is referring to Roxy, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was sitting back down.
No. She is literally riding with you all. She'll be one of the people who turns you in, quote unquote.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
So, you all head into the backyard. Or Sorrin, roll me a perception check as you're in the back.
Okay.
You both notice, peeking through one of the windows is Mrs. Helder. She looks to you all, but then she closes the blinds. As she know when you caught wind of her. You see Roxy's other brother, Robbie, kind of chopping some wood, getting things ready. He kind of looks to you all. So, come to say goodbye, I guess, huh?
Yes.
And now,
Ah.
wanted to give her one last goodbye.
I see. Well, let me say this. You're all good people. Shame what happened, as he kind of looks down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Roxy wouldn't want me staying mad or upset with you all. So, you can go in, say goodbye, and guess I'll be seeing you.
See you around, Robbie.
Alright. With that, he kind of walks away. You all head into the shed. Lying on the blanket over her is the frozen body of Roxy Helder. Anybody have anything to say? Mentions Lynn.
I don't remember what like figurine she took from Garrett and his husband.
The big love walrus.
Big love always.
Yep.
If she still has it on her, or if someone took it from her, I assume she still has it. I don't think anyone thought to take it from her. I want to press that into her hand and like kind of close it around it.
All right.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Anybody else?
I want to walk up and touch her forehead. Over the blanket is fine. And then in Undercommon say, please take care of her.
All right.
And I'll just back out.
Sorrin will step up and close his eyes and mumble a like some type of like prayer in Elvish for her to be watched over while he's away. And he'll step away.
Correth will step up and with one hand hold my little pendant, and with the other hand touch hers. I'll say in Sylvan, we won't give up. Or at least I won't. Then I'll step away.
All right.
Vars will walk up and quietly mumble through tears. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. I will avenge you. That's it.
And with that, you all make your way out. Out in the sort of like kind of a more rough and tough caravan. You see Hlyn, Garrett's, Keegan, and inside one of the quote-unquote like prisoner spaces is Minerva.
Mm-hmm.
You all get in?
Yeah.
As I'm getting in, I would like to take the loot off my back and try to start playing some kind of something.
All right.
Something slow and sad.
Performance check with disadvantage because you've never touched this instrument before until now.
Okay, since we've now established that I have a operatic sing voice, can I give a help action? Just be singing along with him.
You'll sing along with a 12. A 12 is like average, so it's not bad, but it's like he's definitely like fiddling around, kind of just messing with the chords and all that. But he isn't putting something together awful like the Goblin Kid singing back in Carcaloic though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys begin to take off. Minerva, you're like I said, long rest. You have everything back and all that stuff. All right, that's it. Anything to say or feel as you join these rough and tumble group of adventurers as you ride your way up?
No, I'm just thinking.
She be thinking.
I'm singing
Just
along
gotta
with
put up again.
the loop thing.
Yeah. To give you an idea of how far this is, you are here, and Revel's End is up to the north.
Okay.
In the course...
Oh
yeah?
Is this extremely blurry for everyone?
Oh, I wanted to have a conversation
Yeah,
with
slow down.
Garrett.
Yeah, you can have one.
There it is, okay.
Yeah, while we're driving, now that he's not, injured or cold.
Mm-hmm.
So when we went to find you, there were those dwarf houses that were empty. What do you think that was about?
Yara looks at you. I do not know. That was my issue too. When I got there, they were all gone too. I think that was the beginning. That was the first sign of how bad the expedition was going to be. Generally, they warn us of creatures are spotted up there or being, running amok, like the crag cats or the yetis too. In terms of where they went, I do not know. I don't know that older dwarf Garn the Hammer. He had ideas about it, but I wasn't too sure about any of them. I don't know much about this stuff with the dwarves and all that, or the Duragar. Some sort of fights happening. My only guess would be they got caught in it and had to pay the price for it. As you mentioned, this is Vars, you just know in like the back of your head, something doesn't feel right, but I'm assuming you just say nothing.
That's correct.
Alright. So, you guys make your way there. I'll just change the music to, where is it? Up to Revel's End. A long journey. You guys actually drive, funny enough, like the driving kind of alternates from time to time as you have to circle around, the forest, and then kind of get up to, the actual road and streets. Luckily, the caravan that Keegan and Garrett have is pretty well made. Plus, also, because they're rich and all that, they can afford all that stuff. By the way, location of the Black Cabin, right there.
Hey.
Another spot you guys made it to.
Our favorite place.
Yep. Nothing bad happened there.
Nothing bad ever happened there.
No,
let me tell
we
you.
freed some trapped soul.
I guess.
You guys...
We sure did.
We sure did.
Sorrin and I died for a second, and that's the worst thing that happened.
That's a good question. Did Sorrin and Balthazar ever tell anybody what happened to them in the Border Ethereal?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, there was a lot of other things. I mean, I feel like
it was
a couple of
we
us
came back,
kind of
we came
assumed...
back, the sun happened, and then we got attacked, and then Roxy died.
Yeah.
So
And ever since then, I think we were focused on Roxy.
Yeah.
So
Roxy steals the show yet again.
So, yeah, you guys, none of you know about about the whole Macreadus thing and all that other stuff, but be that as it may, takes a few.
Track record.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Takes a few days to get up there. The weather gets actually a lot colder considering you're getting closer to what is known as the Sea of Moving Ice. Yeah.
See? Moving ice.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about or discuss?
I was just gonna say, I have a track record of having characters that just kind of steal the show. And I apologize.
No, I think that's just you as a role player.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean...
Alright. But after about, what you would only assume is 4 or 5 days of travel, you guys get to a point, they stop the caravan for a moment as they look to you all. Alright, Lane kind of comes up. I hate to do this to you all, but she pulls out 6 different bags. All your things here. So you
I put my stuff in. I thought she was gonna wrap us up.
She throws it in the bag.
Yeah, I put the bag over her head.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Of course, she does get the rope out next and has to kind of tie your guys' hands up. Everybody cool with this?
Yeah.
Alright, nobody.
I think as I put my book into the bag, I do hesitate for a second, but I do stuff it in there.
Alright.
I hesitate to put in my pendant, and then I'll ask if I have to take off the necklace as well.
I mean, if you guys want to keep things on or sneak things in, this would be your best chance to do it. We're approaching it. That's a good point. If anybody wants to try and sneak something on their person, you may try and just let me know now.
I don't think any of my things can.
I'm trying to sneak my arcane focus.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, I will also try that.
I'm gonna put it in my mouth. It's an orb. I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
I'm just gonna try to keep the amulet on.
Alright,
Health.
sounds good.
But not the helmet. I'll put the helmet away.
Yeah.
Birds can hide things in their mouths.
Sure.
And I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Vars.
I'm gonna try to carry this gun in.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. Yeah.
God damn it, Vars.
This is good. You're just gonna carry all your shit on you.
Well, no.
I'm just taking my whole backpack. No.
Yeah. Correth, anything else?
I put everything in the bag except for my clothes.
This is something I've been wanting to do forever. Having limited resources.
I
There you go.
am right there with you, Viv.
All right. So
This is all I need right here, and I raise my hands.
You
Okay.
raise them. This.
So-
This is all I need.
Monk.
Yeah, fucking monks.
All
all right. So
My giant hands that don't do anything special, but they're just big.
Yeah, this is massive.
I'm just a big dude. And I was like, I can punch shit.
all right. So Correth, this is pendant. Vars gun. Minerva orb. Now, what was your thing again?
My holy symbol, which is like a chain necklace, I guess.
All right.
Usually it's just wrapped around my scepter, but I unwrap it.
Okay. Sorrin is amulet, and unfortunately for Balthazar, none of the things he can bring in are like actually.
Big things. It's part of my identity.
Yeah. All right. So make a note of that.
My brand.
Okay. And as you guys do begin to move forward, as you take a look and see this structure up ahead.
Ooh.
Oh fuck yeah.
Perched on a high cliff overlooking the sea of moving ice is a bleak stone fortress carved out of a gigantic blade-shaped rock. The central tower looms above the rest of the fortress, and light leaks from its arrow slits. 4 smaller towers rise from the outermost corners of the fortress, and guards can be seen atop them. And as you take a good look at this structure, you guys begin to make your way to the entrance, ready to be taken in. And that is where we're going to end the session.
I fucking want to play
Okay.
prison.
Sorry.
Oh, prison!
I want to go.
Prison break.
Prison break.
Yeah,
I
so
fucking love.
Ah.
Sorry.
yeah, no, sorry to end it early, but I'll just be honest, like all of my plans and everything have been like kind of been getting really wonky since like past 2 or 3 sessions, so that's why I don't want to start the prison segment and then just be like, and we're done for tonight. So next time we play,
The best place to leave off, I think.
Yeah, that's a great place to leave off. I'm just
No, yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want
Denver
to.
is going to be pleasantly surprised to see us. I totally expect him to think we're not going to come save him.
who knows?
I don't know if he's gonna be pleasantly surprised to see
Not-
us in prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you guys also failed.
Well, it's going to be like like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like trust the process.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Hope you all have fun. It was like a big RP session, but like I feel like we
Yep.
kind of needed it after what happened
Yeah.
last session.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, welcome there's new character Minerva to the party.
I
Oh,
do love Minerva.
She's got many secrets. Oh, so many secrets.
Cuckoo.
Yep, and you should, when you have that full backstory ready, Viv, definitely send that to me so I know what all those secrets are.
No, you got most of it.
Okay.
Most of it's just things she can do. I literally just typed it up in like
Okay.
a half an hour. Just just did it. Just did it.
Yeah. Also, MJ, give me your backstory, please.
Okay.
Alright, that's,
Shut
anyways.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're all level 5 and you're all about to go to jail for a prison
Hell
break.
yeah.
I really want to plan a campaign that is like.
You know,
Very
with how long we were
resources.
wanted in the last campaign, surprised we never made it to jail.
Well,
We did never make it to jail.
Well, you guys, your guys' thing back then was different because you had, because you had Bo on your side. You had friends in high places who,
Yeah.
like, there only came a point where only the criminals wanted you, and the criminals don't really have jails. They would just send people to kill you.
Yeah.
Greenie definitely should have gone to jail.
Oh, most definitely.
100%. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
The fact that she isn't in jail is crazy.
I mean, Britney suffered through a lot of other things, like having someone have like a whole revenge plot against them that lasted. You literally killed the person who wanted you. Actually, was you or Zaus who killed? I forget his name.
I jumped in the water after them. When they were
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Zaus drew her into the water.
I mean,
like,
she was gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to.
yeah, you did. Yeah, but then
It was
Like a
personal.
final blow.
she literally became a devil. Like, sold her soul to try and kill you again. Yeah, for context for that, Greg and Cam, Acoustic's character had done a dirty deed in his thieving days, and he paralyzed a woman, but she was a very powerful, like well-known woman. So she orchestrated this whole plot to try and kill Acoustic's character. Failed, was killed by him. I think it was by breeding, by her, but had sold her soul to the devils, which was like the whole big thing back then, and came back as a devil to try and kill you once more.
I mean, it's all on YouTube if you want
nice.
to, you know.
Oh, it was all me, for sure.
Yeah.
The legacy of Pharaoh Green.
Legacy of Bear Green.
That's another thing, you know, about like the devils and all that. But everybody loves Barrow Green.
Everybody does.
How do you
I
not
do.
love
He's a
Barrow?
good sweet boy. You want to see him?
I don't know how Zaus felt about him, but everybody else was.
Look,
think
Zaus was bad.
I didn't
What do you
particularly
think
like
Zaus
anyone in the party,
would go
really, except for,
It was actually no, Breedy was the only one you actually kind of got along with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
All right.
tried so hard to be your friend, I just didn't want it.
Nope.
All right. So I'm gonna end stream. So everybody say bye stream.
Bye,
Stream.
Oh wait, I have to
I
still
stream.
host a. I'll do. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, Cooster McBooster. Weird how you have to like wait a time limit before you can raid, and there we go.
I heard it's his